Okay, here we are, the Somoa Peninsula Part 2. I had so much fun yesterday, I decided to just come back the next day. It's a little cloudier today, but really didn't change too much. So here I just start off entering Somoa. I left out the part where I rode there, but since I didn't put the ride back, I put it in this one. The ride back to Arcata, so if you want to see that, that's at the end. And so here I'm entering the Somoa Peninsula, and I was just deciding to ride around the roads first. So I was going to go to the off-highway vehicle area, just kind of do a loop around there. I noticed a sign that said really soft sand, and I just don't know that my wheels are good for really soft sand, so I kind of avoided going out there again. But we do get some off-road riding in this video a little bit later on. I decided to go off-road on a little bit more of a gravelly dirt area, which is kind of in the middle of this loop. But yeah, here we are at the off-highway vehicle zone. It'd be really cool to ride around it. It might have been doable, but I don't know. Just wasn't gonna risk it today. Just kind of quickly saw what was going on and decided to head out and then go to the other part where a lot of people park to go fishing. And I was just going to loop around, kind of see what caught my eye and see if I could go off-road anywhere, or test out my bike in the dirt. Here's where that loop starts. On the first loop, I just decided to kind of take the roads. Oh, there was a very cool KTM there. I remember looking at that. It must have been pretty brand new. But here I take the roads, and I kind of just eye out the paths. I was like, ooh, that dirt road on the right, I'm going to hit that on the way back. I'm going to do two loops, one like kind of off-road and one kind of on the road. And so yeah, I look to my left and I see another trail. Maybe I can figure out how to get to that. Just some little gravel paths to test out the bike. Oh, I didn't even notice I left my blinker on here for a little while. Oh, there, I noticed. Anyways, I'm kind of looking like a busy day at the beach. Everyone's out for the holiday, and so I was still kind of riding around, just looking around. This structure to the left is actually built, and it's like a rock climbing section for trucks and things like that, or off-road vehicles. Anyway, just kind of still looping around. There's multiple spots to stop. I did stop at the beach and ask someone what they're catching. Said they're catching rockfish off of these jetties. But here I was just looping around, really looking if there was anywhere I could stop and go off the path. It was funny, I even saw this on the first one, and I liked going off-road right there, and I was like, nah, I'll get that on the second pass. I'm just gonna do the roads the first time here. Past some trails on the left. There's so many cool little routes in the dirt. Anyways, here's where I go around the second time, and now we're gonna hit some dirt. Where the dirt section starts, we're just gonna let it play. Here's some audio and throw it into a montage. Alright, I hope you enjoy. So that's the end of the montage there. Cool couple clips of me shredding it out in the dirt trails. I'll probably come back here again and take some more footage. But I gotta plan my next rides. This is just the ride back to Arcata. Here I go through the sandy beach area that goes into the foresty area, and then into some farmlands, and then finally back to the town of Arcata. Pretty cool ride, very scenic ride. This day was kind of a beautiful day, you know, had overcast, kind of cloudy, but I enjoyed the whole ride to and from the Somoa Peninsula. I'll just raise the volume on the motorcycle clips here. A lot of my first videos were ASMR. I really enjoy the sound of this motorcycle and just the sound of riding, so I'll leave it at that for these last couple minutes. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.